Hi everyone, welcome to my Crafts and More. I'm Katrina. If this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome. Take a look at this video or any of my other videos, and if you find yourself inspired, join my channel. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you just hanging out with me for a bit. So, hi everyone. I've been up to quite a bit. I am still working on my beautiful cuffed shawl, and it is a long range project because I am using a very thin yarn. And I realized as I was working on it that it was going to take me longer to get completed than I originally anticipated. That's okay. I'm steady working on it, and I am excited to continue to do that until I complete it. All right. So now, in the meantime, I also am working on some other projects just to keep that motivation going and to continue to be inspired. This time, I've been inspired not just from things that I've been doing, but by the season and some things that some of you guys have been up to. So, what things have I been inspired to make? Let me talk to you about it. So, the first thing is one of our awesome content creators and yarny friends over at LadySamoan, First Lady of Crochet, has come up with a beautiful pattern that she just released and did a tutorial for. It is for a beautiful um, hat that uses category 5 weight yarn. I saw it and I thought, I have to make it. And I went ahead and did. Okay, so this is the beautiful hat that I made following her tutorial. Okay, and I think it turned out great. This is using Loops and Threads Charisma yarn. It is a category 5, so I didn't have to ply it at all. It was just the way it was made, and the colorway came out just so beautiful. So this is the way the colorway is for that particular yarn. I will put the name of the yarn across the screen for you because I don't have it available right now. All right, so let me try this hat on. All right. So, what do you think? I really do like it. It is nice and thick fabric that is made for this hat. It doesn't feel heavy at all. And I like the style. So you can take it and you can style it all kind of ways by just adjusting the brim on the hat. All right. This is an awesome tutorial, very easy to follow, and you can have a hat made in no time. So I want to say thank you so much, LadySamoan. This is so beautiful. And I am very pleased with the way my hat worked out. Okay, so please go and check her out. She is awesome. Okay, subscribe to her channel, set the notifications to all so that whenever she uploads a video, you will be notified and you can go and check it out. Okay, you guys will not be disappointed. All right. So, what else have I been up to? This is not the only hat that I made. All right. So, the next hat that I made, I will share to you in a moment. So, hold on for a moment. I am back. So, I mentioned that I made more than one hat. Now, this next one that I made is part of a little mini series I thought that I would do called First Things First. Now, if you guys recall in a few videos ago, I mentioned to you guys that I was taking a look back at channels from some of you guys, and I looked to see what the first tutorials were. What did you guys decide to make for your first tutorials? Well, I would be remiss if I didn't go and check out my yarny bestie Pricilla over at Distinctively Handcrafted. So I took a look at her channel and looked at her first tutorials that she did, and she made a beautiful diamond mesh hat. So here is a photo that I did a snapshot of from her particular video. Isn't it awesome? It is beautiful, and the tutorial is very easy to follow. All right. So I watched the video again. I grabbed some yarn and I got busy making my beautiful diamond mesh hat. I love it, and I used Simply Soft to make mine. All right. So here is my beautiful diamond mesh hat. complete with my ribbing, and I followed the tutorial to a T. I really did follow it exactly as she had it, and I'm going to try on my hat, okay? I love it. It fits perfect. All right. Thank you so much, my yarny bestie, Priscilla at Distinctively Handcrafted. I love it. The tutorial was easy. It was a wonderful first tutorial to make, and I have no complaints about it at all. Just beautiful. Okay. And in the tutorial, she gives instructions on how to make it larger or smaller or what have you. And I think that's a wonderful thing to give adjustments. That way you can make the pattern your own for whatever purpose you need it to be. Okay. And that's just awesome. All right. So I love my diamond mesh hat. All right. So please go and check her out. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe. Okay. You won't be disappointed. And don't forget, set those notifications to all. That way, whenever she uploads a video, you'll get notified and you can check it out and get inspired. Okay. Now, I have continued to use this beautiful Simply Soft yarn, and I've made a few things with it. Okay. So now the next thing that I'm going to share with you also was something that I was inspired to make. And this is in keeping with the Warm Up America project that I'm doing along with Gigi, the Crochet Queen. So Gigi came up with an idea to do Warm Up America squares and to then submit them. Now, she had a goal of doing about 5 squares per month on average, and hopefully being able to make an impact by then submitting those to the Warm Up America project. So I got busy and started working on mine, and I'm just going to do whatever I can do. So I have a new square, and this one I was inspired by a recent tutorial that was put out by just a wonderful content creator by the name of Thryss over at Thryss in Stitches. So Thryss is just awesome. She does hand dyeing and she's a designer and just beautiful inside and out. If you have not checked out her channel yet, please go over and do so. Subscribe to her channel, set the notifications to all so that whenever she uploads a video, you'll be available and you can check it out. So she recently put out a beautiful stitch pattern video for a lacy floral crocheted stitch pattern. And I saw the tutorial and saw the stitch pattern and I thought, wow, that's just so beautiful. And in it, she gave you information on how to open it up or how to make your fabric more dense. And so I grabbed my yarn, I grabbed my hook, and I started working. And mine is a little bit more dense, and that's on purpose because I want this for the Woman of America project. And so, yes, you will see as I show it to you, then you will understand. I was able to, and it just happened to be that way, that when she gave the multiples for the sequence of the stitch pattern, I just chose a multiple, and it turns out that when I measured it, it was actually 7 inches wide, which is what is important for the Woman of America square. So then I just needed to continue to go on to get it the 9 inches tall, so that it would fit. And I did. All right. So here is my square. Isn't this beautiful? It is such a beautiful stitch pattern. I love the flower design in it. And again, she gives you information on how to open this up to make it look a little bit more lacy if you desire to have it that way. But I actually wanted mine to be a little bit more dense because this is going to be for a blanket for Warm Up America. All right. So I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Thryss. I did make the pattern, and the tutorial was very easy to follow, and I'm just so pleased with it. All right. So I did a Warm Up America square with this beautiful stitch pattern. And I think you could turn this into so many different things. All right. So what would you make with yours? All right. So please go check out her channel. Let her know that you saw it over here. And then let her know what you would make with this beautiful stitch pattern. Okay. All right, guys. I've been on a roll, and as you know, I have used this particular yarn before because you saw it in the last Can You Guess the C2C? All right, so I am ready for that portion of the video where I'm going to share with you the reveal for the C2C. All right, so this is the previous C2C. This is the back, and this is the front. And if you look like this, you can see, hopefully, it has a 3D effect. All right, so did you guess the C2C correctly? This happens to be a popcorn stitch corner to corner square, okay? I made popcorn stitches and incorporated that in a C2C fashion. And a few people I did notice mentioned they thought it was a puff stitch, and that was an awesome guess. All right, so there are some similarities and differences between the popcorn stitch versus the puff stitch. But this particular one, the way I closed it, was a popcorn stitch. All right, so if you guessed popcorn, you are correct. Bravo to you. All right, okay, so now I have a new C square. All right, so here we go. Here it is right here. So I want you to look closely. Tell me what you think. This is one side, and this is another side. Okay, this is the first side. All right, so can you guess this C2C? All right, so I will reveal it in an upcoming video. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. I am really enjoying doing the C2C variations because it really does give inspiration on what you can do. I do love the original corner to corner stitch pattern. I really do. It's just that I just got intrigued in looking at the technique of doing something corner to corner, and then just started to think, are there other stitch patterns that we can do in order to just show some variation in the overall look of a pattern by doing it on the bias rather than doing it straight going across. All right, so I hope you guys are enjoying the series as much as I am. All right, so please leave your comment in the comment section below if you can guess this particular corner to corner square. Okay, all right, so that's all I have for this portion. Let's go ahead and do a puzzle. All right, it's been a while since we've done a puzzle, but in any case, this is the puzzle solution for the last video that included a puzzle. And this is what I came up with. And this is a puzzle for today. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos, for giving me a thumbs up, for leaving me very kind comments, for interacting and doing the puzzles and all the prayers and well wishes and everything. I send all of those things right back to you guys and hope that you guys are continuing to stay well and be inspired. All right. So that's all I have for today. To each and every one of you, do everything you can to be mindful. Do everything you can to be at your best health. And by all means, guys, continue to be crafty every day. Share your gifts, be inspiring, and be inspired. I look forward to seeing you again in my next video or one of yours. Bye-bye now.